Back on with cricket, the World Test Championship final will get underway on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. local time in London, 3 p.m. India time, and India is playing its second consecutive WTC final. Last time around in London at Lord's, India lost to New Zealand by 8 wickets. Rohit Sharma earlier in the day suffered a thumb injury during the nets, but we are given to understand it's very minor. He's fit to play. He will be playing in the morning. But ahead of this all-important match, what did the two captains have to say? Rohit Sharma and Pat Cummins. In fact, Rohit was right there up in the morning at 9:15 a.m., perhaps a tad too sleepy. But this is what he had to say.
प्लेयरों को पता है, सबको पता है कि इंडिया ने कब जीता है, कब नहीं जीता है, तो उसके बारे में बार-बार सोचना आई डोंट थिंक जायज़ है. यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन कि अभी क्या सिचुएशन है, कैसे हम अच्छा कर सकते हैं. तो सारे प्लेयर्स, कोचिंग स्टाफ का पूरा ध्यान इसी चीज़ में है कि हम इस मैच में कैसे अच्छा कर सकते हैं और जीत सकते हैं.
Weather's been pretty nice all this week and it looks pretty good this week. So yeah, a bit of a cloudy morning. We've been really happy with our prep. We've been here about 10 days now. Had some really good training. So yeah, there's guys that have been playing quite a bit over here and other guys who have come in fresh, but we all feel ready.
0120-434-1895. That's the number you can call us on and tell us what you think. Will our bats do the talking is the simple question that we are asking. Do you have the confidence in a top 4, top 5 putting even 200 on board? That's the question. As promised, जो वादा किया वो निभा रहे हैं. Saba Karim is back with us. Ajay Ratra back with us. But first, let's go across to K Shriniwas Rao. How is Rohit Sharma? उंगली में चोट लगी थी during nets. आपने देखा?
यार देखा भी और सुन भी रहा था. जब रोहित को इंजरी हुई तो सनसनी खबर, रोहित शर्मा को हुई इंजरी. सनसनी खबर, फिजियो दौड़ के आए रोहित शर्मा के पास. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. रोहित इज फाइन. वो चोट लगती रहती है जब आप खेलते हो, और ठीक है वो. एंड ही इज गोइंग टू प्ले टुमारो.
He is going to play tomorrow. आंकड़े कहते हैं कि if there is one batsman who's done well at the Oval and one batsman among the top order currently who's done well in England, it's Rohit Sharma. भरोसा रोहित शर्मा पे है.
Well, so from a test standpoint, yes, the batsman who's come to the team's rescue time and again is Rohit. There's no doubt about it. Right, not from now, right from 2021, the test series that we had played against England. If you remember, the first test match we lost against in Chennai, and the very second one he scored 161, and that revived India's chances in the series. And same happened with Australia this time. Nagpur, he began with a century, and that set paved the way for the remaining rest of the series to have come. And in fact, the last time that India played a test match at the Oval, he scored a brilliant 127 in the second innings that helped India take the game. So Rohit's contribution has been second to none, and his opening partner is coming with a golden touch.
See, so, around 4:15 in the evening, how is the weather, Shrini? And is the pitch, has it got a shave?
No shave.
Or, has it got a stubble?
No stubble. It's more or less the same as what it was yesterday. It's covered right now, but yeah, it's kind of has a slight greenish tinge. But it really doesn't say much about, kind of people shouldn't read too much into this being an extremely green track and all that. I mean, tomorrow, as Rohit suggested, and I think he's right where he says that, this might help the seamers early on, but gradually it will settle down. It will ease out for the slow bowlers to play a role.
Yeah, but what is more important is when K Shriniwas Rao was out there in the morning today, it was overcast. The sun shone only at around 2:15 p.m. local time. That means for 1.5 sessions, Saba Karim, and to our viewers who are calling in, please stay with us on the phone line. For 1.5 sessions, and the last 2 days, that's what's happened. It's going to be overcast with a nice breeze and chill in the air. Saba Karim, toss जीतना चाहेंगे आप, और would you say कि सामने वाले को जीतने दो, वो decide कर ले?
I think that is a better option. सामने वाले को जीतने दो. You please decide. I actually want to ask Shriniwas Rao, is it a Rohit Sharma stubble or is it a clean shaven look like Pat Cummins? The surface at the Oval. I think that will actually help Rohit Sharma decide what to do, whether he wants to bat first, if he wins the toss, or whether he wants to field first. But the best part about Rohit Sharma right now is that for the past two season or maybe 2 series that he has played in England, as Srinivas Rao rightly pointed out, he is one performer from India who has been able to understand the variable conditions that is prevalent at Oval. And he has talked about having that kind of patience and working very hard on shot selections. So I think if Rohit Sharma can enact the same kind of role which has done that in the past, then I think that then India can think of putting up a big score. But yes, in these conditions, overcast, breezy conditions is going to be a huge challenge for the Indian top order.
Not challenge with the top order. Team कौन सी select करेंगे आप अजय रात्रा? 4 पेसर 1 स्पिनर खिलाएंगे, 2 पेसर 3 पेसर 2 स्पिनर खिलाएंगे. What would you do?
Yeah, Nanda, I would go with 3 pacers and 2 spinners. Yes, ये टॉस अगर जीतते हैं तो वो जरूर ट्रिकी रहता है ऐसी सिचुएशन में कि आप जब देखते हैं कि शुरू में अगर मॉइस्चर है तो फास्ट बॉलर के लिए वो विकेट ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होती है. ऐसे में बैटिंग लें या आप फील्डिंग करना चाहें, क्योंकि अगर आप फील्डिंग करते हो तो आपको 4th इनिंग खेलनी होगी, आपके स्पिनर्स उतने प्ले में नहीं आएंगे. बट कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है जब टीम मैनेजमेंट के 2 स्पिनर के साथ अगर जाएगी और बहुत ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर नहीं है पिच में, तो वो शायद एक बोल्ड डिसीजन हो सकता है, मे बी कैलकुलेटिव रिस्क भी कह सकते हैं उसको. तो हो सकता है कि भारतीय टीम पहले बैटिंग भी करना चाहे.
But here are some of the statistics, and I'm going to our callers. Thank you for your patience, G. Srinath, Shreyas and Manu, and we'll take a few more. 887. That's the number of runs scored by India's best test batsman, highest run scorer in test cricket, that is Cheteshwar Pujara. In the last 2 years, that is the last cycle, 2021 to 2023 cycle. So last World Test Championship से अब तक जितने टेस्ट हैं उसमें चेतेश्वर पुजारा has scored 887 runs. He is only 40 runs more than the worst player among the Australian top order, that is David Warner, who has scored 847 runs in 28 innings. Cheteshwar Pujara has scored 887 in 30 innings. 2 innings ज़्यादा में खेली. Whereas Usman Khwaja has scored 1608 runs, Marnus Labuschagne 1509 runs, Steve Smith 1252 runs, Travis Head 1208 runs. So out of their top 5, 4 batsmen have scored more than 1000 runs. In fact, more than 1200 runs. That's what they have done in the last test cycle, test championship to test championship cycle, 21 to 23. Whereas no Indian has reached even 1000 runs. And they've all played nearly 25 to 30 innings, and some of them have played less than 20 innings. So that's the status of the top order India versus top order Australia. Now G. Srinath from Bengaluru, Shreyas from Bengaluru, Manu from Mumbai. One by one I'll come to you. G and Srinath, do you think our bats will do the talking? You have the confidence our top 4, top 5 can put 200 runs on the board? Yes, Srinath. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening. I just want to say they have to play with 2 spinners and 3 fast bowlers. Though it's a green wicket, it's a bouncy wicket, and Ashwin will be successful in that wicket. And they have to play Bharat only.
So don't bring in Ishan Kishan. Have confidence. But if you have Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin, you have depth in the batting already. That's what you're saying, Mr. Srinath. But do you think our top 4 batters, top four, that is Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Cheteshwar Pujara, 4 of them can put 200 runs on board? Can we be 200 for 2? You have the confidence.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. I want to ask you why they keep the WTC final always in England. When Australia and India plays, or when India and New Zealand plays, why should they keep in England? Instead, they can either keep in India or Australia. What's the reason? I don't understand.
They should keep it in the home turf. It's a neutral venue. That's another reason. Otherwise,
Exactly.
they say, or the birthplace of Test cricket. That's what they are trying to say. There are multiple logics to that. I'll get to that question with our experts and Srinivas Rao in just a bit. Shreyas from Bengaluru. Yes, Shreyas. You have the confidence in your top order?
Yes, definitely. I have a confidence in the top order. Because I think the venue is neutral, and the stats you said that the Australian best batsman has scored 1600 runs. But look at where they played. They have played on the flat pitches in Pakistan. Okay, but Indians where they played is that like the tricky pitches, the spin pitches when and they also played against the English, the 5 test matches, and then 2 in South Africa, and then India and the Bangladesh. They were spin friendly. No one was able to tackle those balls, and even the test lasted for only 3 days. So we cannot believe on the stats now. So the main challenge for the India is that to survive the first day. Because when we look at the pitch and the scorecard, the average run per batsman is 28 runs. And it goes on increasing to 30, 32 day by day. So it will be a little challenging. And in the Oval, there were no test matches in the month of June actually. Every played in the month of September.
So wicket is fresh. So Shreyas, you got to keep it short. Let me ask you, if Rohit Sharma wins the toss, should he bat first or should he put Australia into bat?
No, they should bat first.
India should bat, despite the fact that day one average per batsman is 28 runs at the Oval. What confidence you have on a team that's largely won on the strength of their bowling rather than batting over the last 2 years. Honestly. Manu, go ahead please. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead please.
Yeah, good evening. My question to Saba, Karim sir. Can I speak in Hindi? Sir, my question is that
हाँ हिंदी में बोलिए ना कोई भी आप बोलिए आराम से
सर अगर आपके हाथ में हम रोहित शर्मा को बैठा दे और ईशान किशन से ओपनिंग कराए विद सुमन गिल तो लेफ्ट हैंडर एंड राइट हैंडर कॉम्बिनेशन भी रहेगा विद 3 बॉलर्स आई वांट दैट साधु ठाकुर विल प्ले बिकॉज वी नो दैट
आप कह रहे हैं कि रोहित शर्मा को मत खिलाइए वो तो टीम के कप्तान है उनको कैसे नहीं खिलाएंगे अच्छा या उनको कह रहे हैं कि लोअर डाउन दी ऑर्डर कराइए ईशान किशन से ओपन कराइए
माय ओपिनियन बिकॉज देयर इज अ लेफ्ट हैंड एंड राइट हैंड कॉम्बिनेशन देन आफ्टर चेतेश्वर पुजारा देन कोहली रहाणे एंड वी कैन प्ले विद द 3 स्पिनर आल्सो अश्विन जडेजा एंड दैट
अक्षर पटेल तो आप कह रहे हैं रोहित शर्मा की तो जरूरत ही नहीं है मनु बहुत रेडिकल थॉट है आपका वो टीम के कप्तान है डगआउट में बैठ के तो कप्तानी नहीं करेंगे 5 दिन बट थॉट प्रोसेस interesting we'll get there we'll get an opinion Narayan from Coimbatore Yashwant from Goa and Dilip from Mysuru and then back to our guests getting all these thoughts from our viewers and then get to them yes Narayan
to one and all well I think in England one inspirational performance that's always the trick for example I will quote you 2 examples when Gavaskar scored the double century in Oval in 1979 the day before the final day when Chauhan and Gavaskar ended the day at no loss, that was the most crucial period. That inspiring batting at the close of when the third session was on, that was the inspiration. Then when Australia in 1981 completely overran England, it took one session from bottom inspirational
bowling,
hitting and bowling to turn the tables around and at the end of the series Australia was made to look like a novice. If tennis analogy can be made here because French Open is going on, Australia looks like a Bjorn Borg with methodical efficiency and India needs an inspirational performance like John McEnroe.
So you need something maverick by India is what you are saying Narayan. They should perhaps watch that 1979 full day when the Indians batted and how they batted at that time. And perhaps the bowlers should have a look at how Botham and what Botham did among the all-rounders. Dilip from Mysuru and Tarun from Mumbai. Yes, Dilip. Dilip, can you hear me? Go ahead, please. Okay, we've lost Dilip. Tarun from Mumbai. Yes, Tarun.
Yeah, this is a question for Mr. Saba Karim, our ace, cricketer as well as wicketkeeper from Bihar. What are the chances of India winning the game?
यही तो हम सब पूछ रहे हैं उनसे सबा करीब प्रश्न आपसे ही है देखिए रोहित शर्मा को बिठा दीजिए ईशान किशन को खिला दीजिए अक्षर पटेल भी खेल लेगा एंड देन कह रहे हैं
मेरा ये कहना है
चांसेस क्या है जीत के
नहीं है हमारी एक बहुत ही वेल सेटल्ड यूनिट है मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हमको हमारे बल्लेबाजों को बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत करनी होगी इस विकेट पर रन बनाने के लिए और जिस तरह से ओवरकास्ट कंडीशंस हैं और अगर घास है विकेट पे तो मैं तो प्रेफर यही करूंगा आनंद दैट इंडिया इफ वी विन द टॉस वी शुड फील्ड फर्स्ट एंड देन लुक टू bowl Australia out to not a very big score and try and put some big runs on the board while batting in the second. But I do believe that a lot depends on Cheteshwar Pujara and Virat Kohli. Pujara is one such player who plays time in a terrific manner. We have seen him do that multiple times, even in Australia some years ago when he won that crucial test series. and at number 4 you have someone like Virat Kohli, who's such an aggressive player. So I think both these players, they can really combine well to post a big score for India. Eventually, I think it'll boil down to India's batting versus Australia's top quality pace bowling, and I feel that India's chances really hinge on the way Indian batters perform this Test match.
Despite the fact that we are number 2 in that entire leaderboard, largely because our bowling coming good and some spirited batting performances lower down the order, and the bowlers backing up and perhaps defending
Also,
very small totals.
Yeah. Also, Anand,
Jay,
if I can chip in here, I think if you notice in the last two series that we played in England, it is based in the other SENA countries, be it South Africa, New Championship final. It is very important that a top order also contributes in a healthy manner.
True. But let me quickly ask you, gentlemen, final about 2.5 minutes that I have. I'm going to start with Shriniwas Rao. What will be your playing 11? Do you agree with Saba, Karim or Ajay Ratra? Rohit Sharma toss jeet gaya, to what should he do? Put Australia into bat or bat first? Given the overcast conditions.
See, I mean, when you're heading into a Test match as important as this, I would always say win, toss, bat first. But again, with what kind of mentality are you going in there? What kind of confidence do you have with your batsmen? You are the one watching them in the nets. How are they middling the ball? Are you really confident about Shubman Gill bringing that kind of a mindset? So if you're confident on that thing, then I think you should win, toss and bat first. If you're not, and if your mind tells you that no, I'm not so sure how I'm going to face Cummins and Stark in this kind of weather, then probably that the thought process must change. But as I said, win, toss, bat first. That's the philosophy I always go.
And playing 11,
playing 11? Yeah, playing 11 again. I mean,
what's the news? Ashwin khelega?
So news of yahi hai. Tomorrow morning, Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma take a call. If you were to ask me what I feel a suitable combination should be, it should be 2 spinners, Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin, 3 pacers. If fit, Umesh Yadav should play because he gives space and bounce on this track. Mohammad Shami and Mohammad Shami and Siraj are not negotiable. I mean, they are.
So you would choose Umesh Yadav over Shardul Thakur and KS Bharat over Ishan Kishan. But you would still have Jadeja and Ashwin in the mix, so that gives depth in the batting till at least number 7.
Yes.
Ajay Ratra quickly, and then we'll end with Saba, Karim. Ji.
Yeah, regarding playing 11, it looks like 3 pacer, 2 spinner, अच्छा combination है, and going with 5 main bowler, which means you are going in attacking mode. और जो आपके पास spinners है like Ashwin and Jadeja, वो decent batting भी कर लेते हैं, which means कि आपका batting भी उतना compromise नहीं होता. And like Srinivasan said, overcast जरूर है अभी, तो देखना होगा कल सुबह कैसा होता है. बट ये टेस्ट मैच 5 दिन का है, वो ओवरकास्ट 1 घंटा रहता है, 2 घंटा रहता है. बेस्ड ऑन दैट आप क्या डिसीजन लेते हैं, वो काफी मायने रखता है, क्योंकि वो मैच टेस्ट मैच 5 दिन के लिए. कई बार आप ओवरकास्ट में लिया और सडनली धूप आ गई तो बड़ा ट्रिकी सिचुएशन होता है मुझे लगता है टीम मैनेजमेंट को. तो वो कॉल लेना इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप कितना रिस्क ले सकते हैं. कई बार आप कैलकुलेटिव रिस्क लेते हैं तो आपको रिवॉर्ड्स भी वैसे मिलते हैं.
4 सेशन अच्छा खेल के 1 सेशन में घुस गए तो मैच ही खत्म हो गया. अगर 1.5 सेशन नहीं टिक पाए तो फिर कौन सा 5 दिन का खेलिएगा अजय जी, ये भी तो प्रश्न बनता है. There is that problem also. Saba, Karim, but are you still inclined? Do you believe this team has the confidence to back itself, to go ahead and bat first irrespective of what the conditions are?
Well, I think, Anand, the way to go forward is not to carry any baggage. The moment you have this baggage that we have not done well abroad as a batting unit, then you're in for trouble. So I think India can get in with a fresh mindset, be extremely positive, and work hard. And getting back to the playing 11, I think the easiest giveaway would be if India chooses 2 spinners and 3 pace bowlers, which means that India will bat first if they win the toss. And it'll be the other way around if they include Shardul Thakur as the 4th seamer and play with only lone spinner. Then
point taken. I've run out of time, but we will count down to the match and on Cricket Next and here on News 18. Thank you very much to all our guests. Thanks Shriniwas Rao, and over to Zaka, who's ready with Brass Tag.